Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle. This is Kyle's Trail Miles, where I talk about all things ultra running and running. And today I've got a hopefully good, quick episode for you. I'm going to go through my weekly recap from last week's training. I'm going to talk about the Calgary Marathon, which is upcoming. That's coming up in 8 days from me recording this. And then kind of what my plans are after that, and update on my weight loss journey, as I call it. If you watched my last episode on the Backyard Ultra, yeah, I'll jump into that really quick. So, anyways, let's get rolling. So last week was a great week. I came off the Backyard Ultra. I had the week of holidays, which was great, and my plan was to really just recover from a 24-hour Backyard Ultra, which didn't happen. You can go back and watch that video where I talk about all the things I did right and all the things I did wrong and whatnot. So I took Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. I was going to get back into it on Tuesday, but I can't remember why I didn't. But anyways, on Wednesday, I have this great run that I do right from my house. Basically, I leave from my house and there's no like crossing roads or anything like this main road that I have to cross. There's a little under walking path, and so it's just slick. And there's these little kind of back green strip trails that lead all the way to the valley. So I'm at the valley in like 9 minutes, and then it's just awesome sort of trail slash pavement running, good hills that I can run. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a great run. And I like sometimes just being able to run right from my house because you don't have to waste any time, and just good to go. So anyways, awesome run. And then as I moved through the week, pretty straightforward. I did another run that night just to kind of load on a few extra kilometers. My daughter has a run club every Friday morning, so that's fun. Just getting in a couple extra kilometers running with the kids. And then this run was on Friday. This is an awesome run because I park right down here. It's like 7 minutes from my house to drive there. And then I've got access to awesome trails to the north, awesome trails to the south, so I can really use my car as like a hub and whatnot. So really, really fun run. Got a great little video here of me just kind of running through the trails. Now, not all of the trails are not like this, but I should say the whole run isn't like this, but this is just one sort of portion. But it's just a neat little trail that runs through the trees. So, anyways, you get the idea. So it's just super cool to be out this time of year, and I love, love, love running in the evening as the sun is going down. I love that time of day. I love that. I really enjoy making a quality run in the hills the last thing I do in the day. I find that I like look forward to it all day, and it's just this perfect ending to the day. And I like to kind of get home and get everything done that I need to do or whatever. And this time of year, it's so slick because yeah, I can just go out for a run, and when I come home, have a quick shower, and then I can just my day is done. I can either go to bed or I can watch a bit of TV and just chill on the couch. Like it's just I just love that, and I love being out knowing that I've got nothing left to do. Like anyways, you get the idea. So yeah, so great run, and then what was this? The 10th. So the Saturday. So I went for my little down and out run. This was on 8:35 p.m. So this was late on Saturday. I don't know why I went so late on Saturday. I guess I must have been doing stuff. I don't know. All the days are blending together. But then on Sunday, I do remember this specifically. I had 30K left to do on Sunday. And part of me was like, I could justify not getting in my 70 this week because I ran the Backyard Ultra last week. But I was like, no, come on. I had an epic fail in the Backyard Ultra. Come on, I can get in my 70. So I decided to split it up into two runs just because I had some things going on that day. And I find, this is a cop out. I get it, but I find that if I run, like if I have 30K to do, and I go out and I blast through a 30K, I just find like my day is kind of done after that. Like I'm just sort of like useless. Like I just want to lay on the couch and watch TV, and so I thought, well, I got stuff to do. Obviously I wanted to do stuff with my family and whatever. So I thought I'm going to split it up into two runs. So the first run I did at about 1 o'clock, it was, hour and 20 minute run. And it's a great run because again, I leave right from my house, and I run right out of town. I'm running down like gravel roads, and yeah, really cool. And then actually, fun fact, right in here, there's like this like snake, one of the biggest man-made snake dens in, I don't know, Canada or something. And I don't go down there like some people do. I stay out of that area. But on this road, quite often you'll see rattlesnakes going across it, and so it's kind of fun. You got to kind of be on the lookout, but I mean it's a gravel road, so you can see them pretty easy. So yeah. So anyways, good run. And then later on that night, I wanted to get in some elevation. So this was like a great run. I went out at 7:32 for this run, and I got back to my car, and I knew I had to run 14K to get my 70, and I hit it just as it was like pretty much too dark to run. Like I almost like I had my headlamp. I almost had to take it out, and then I got back to the car, and I mean that was just a great way to end the week too. And so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, really good week, and I took a whole bunch of pictures actually during this run. I should have brought them, but and I didn't go crazy on this run. Like I kind of took it a little bit easy and just it was just a fun run. So and then this week already, because it's Thursday at the time of me recording this, is not going well because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, my kids are in like everything, baseball, dance, like it's just shenanigans. And so Monday I took off just to take the day off. And then Tuesday I did go for a run Tuesday night, kind of a down and up, really fast. It was great, kind of a little bit of a marathon prep. And then last night I should have went for a run, but I was sitting there watching my kids baseball for 2 hours in the kind of rain and cold. And I'll tell you what, I mean, other parents know this, but when you're sitting outside, just like sitting there. I mean, I kind of walk around a little bit, but it is cold. Like it like it's crazy how weather that I would go running in shorts and a t-shirt in and feel great, when you're just sitting there, man, like you just get so chilled. And so anyways, I get home last night at like 8:15. I was planning on going for a run. I was so cold, and then I looked outside. It was kind of raining and cold, and I was just kind of turned into a little bit of a baby. So anyways, um, yeah, so I got some work to do this week is what I'm telling you. So today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, I gotta I gotta put in some miles. So yeah, so talking about the Calgary Marathon. So the Calgary Marathon is next weekend. One of my favorite events of the year. I got a few theories on the marathon. So what I do with the marathon is I kind of stagger it, where one year I make it like my A focus, and then the next year I kind of just enjoy it. And that doesn't mean I'm running way slower. Like 3 years ago, I ran it in, I think it was like 3:55 or something. And then the next year I'd obviously gained a bunch of fitness, and I thought I'm not going to like kill myself. I just want to go out and really enjoy this race. And so I think I ran it like 3:48 or something, but I knew I could have ran it a little bit faster. But then last year I decided, okay, I'm going to make this a, kind of an air race, and I ran it in 3:32. So this year I could go out and try to break that 3:30 mark, but I know, I might. Like, who knows what's going to happen on the day? Like, if I'm feeling great in the race, I'm certainly not going to hold back if that is there. But if I'm not going to break 3:32, I don't know, probably like 3:40, something like that, because it's just such a fun event. And my goal is to go in a marathon every year as long as I can in my life. And I feel like, at least in my brain at this point in life, that when the day comes where I can no longer go in a marathon, well, I hope that day doesn't come. Is what I'm saying, right? Like it's like as long as I can go in a marathon every year, even if I'm like 70, 80, and I'm doing it in 5 hours, who cares? Like it's just a barometer of, I don't know how you're doing, and like if you can run a marathon, something's working, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so I really love it. It's just such a fun event. The Calgary Marathon is huge. So many people. It's like the middle 30 kilometers, I think, is like basically an out and back. So it's super fun. You get to run out and you see the leaders coming back. And then what's even more fun is when you hit the turnaround, you see this, this huge group of people coming. It just gives you that boost of like, wow, like I'm ahead of so many people. And so yeah, it's just a great event. You run through downtown. I mean, they close off streets. Like it's just super fun. And we turn it into like a whole weekend event. So two kids, my wife, we bring my mom, we all go up to Calgary, book a hotel, and my wife and daughter go shopping, my son and my mom and I go to a movie, we go for dinner. Like it's just a fun weekend. And so last year, again, it was like my real A race. I was all in and whatnot. And so this year it'll be fun to just go up and not take it as serious. I mean, again, serious, but not maybe as serious. So if I was going to guess, I would say I'm going to run it in 3:42. That's my guess, because that's like just a really great pace, and still difficult for me, but not, I'm not like crushing it. And the other thing about the Calgary Marathon, which I love, especially this time of year, because it's always like the last weekend in May, is it kind of for me signals the changeover from where I'm doing a bit of road running, just because like even today it's like raining and or whatnot, or the trails will be wet now for a bit, and so I got to do a bit of road running. Where once you kind of get into June, it's like all in trail running, you're good to go. And so yeah, I think it's just great training. It just really sets the stage for the year. You do this, this hard effort for 3-4 hours, and just really sets you up for success for the season. So yeah, that's my plan. But again, if I get out there and I'm feeling great, and I think there's a reasonable chance I could break 3:30, then yeah, I'll definitely go for it. And you never know. So that's my take. The one thing I'm not doing though, good or bad, is I'm not really gonna taper for it. I plan on getting 70K in this week. I plan on getting 70K in next week, including the marathon. So I'm going to try to load up a little bit more early in the week if I can. I don't know how that's going to work, but so will that be a bit of a detriment? Maybe, but I just don't have the time to do a bunch of tapers and then I got to just keep rolling because the season is moving forward. So yeah, so it's going to be super fun. Again, event I always look forward to, and yeah, just really really psyched for it. So that's great. And then after that, it's basically, 2 weeks after that is one of my shorter like A races of the season, which is the Cactus Coulee Crawl, 30 kilometer, 32-kilometer run here, right here in Lethbridge. Super fun, super fast run. It still has 1,000 meters of elevation, but it's just very runnable. And that's going to be a lot of fun. But again, I'm not really going to taper for it. I'm just going to kind of mix it in with my training. So hopefully that'll go well as well. But then it's just all in, trying to get to the mountains as much as I can with my buddies, trying to get in as much elevation as I can, and just trying to get in as many miles as I can before our big FKT attempt in August, and then moving into the 100-mile race in September. So just got to kind of keep grinding. So third thing that I want to talk about in this episode is my weight, which I talked about in the last episode as my main goal. I came into the Backyard Ultra heavy, 173 pounds, horrible. No excuse. Yeah, you can go back and watch that video, whatever. So the day after the Backyard Ultra, I got my eating totally in lockdown and went from 173 to 168 very quickly, as you always do when you start, being mindful of your calories. And then I kind of hit that point where my body's like, because this is like 168 for me is like this very like happy place. Like I feel great. My body's happy, like no issue, like I can go out and run great, like, but I should weigh 159 pounds. So this is where now at this weight, it's like the body starts kind of like slowing down the weight loss, but that's okay. I don't care. I do not care. Every day I'm still running a calorie deficit, no pun intended, and I'm going to keep chugging along until I hit 159. No excuses. I'm not even having any of these like, oh, for one day I'll, have a cheat day. No, like everything is on total lockdown until I hit 159. And I'd really like to be 164 by next Friday for the Calgary Marathon. I think I will get there, but time will tell. So anyways, I'm just focusing on eating healthy and having a calorie deficit every day, even if it's just small, even if it's a couple hundred calories. But the way I work it is, for my body, I need 2,000 calories a day to live. So if I go for a good exercise session, I just sort of say, okay, that's about 3,000 calories, depending on, how far I went. So every day I either eat, 1,500 calories to 2,000 calories, or if I'm having a really hard training day, I'll maybe eat like 2,500 calories. But no matter what, every day I'm in some form of calorie deficit. And then of course I focus on eating extremely healthy food. And so, and like last night, I should actually show you this picture, but last night I was sort of searching for something to eat, and I only wanted to eat 100 calories. So I, my wife is big into like food and weighing her food and everything, and so I, she has like a scale there, and so I put these like kind of like I don't know, I guess they're like tortilla chips, I guess. Like I don't know, they're like there were these samosa chips they were called, and they seemed relatively low in calories. So but I weighed it because it said, okay, for 50 grams, it's 200 calories. So I'm like, okay. So I weighed 100, or sorry, 25 grams. And the bowl, like there was nothing in the bowl. It was like four little chips. I was like, holy Jesus. And so then I go rooting through the fridge and I found a tomato and a whole bunch of grapes. And so I chat GPT'd it. And so, anyways, I have this bowl, like it's a smaller bowl, but it's like almost overflowing with grapes. And I sliced up this tomato, and it's 100 calories as well. And so it's there again. It's like just come on. I'm getting more food. It's way healthier, way more nutritious. It's gonna fill me up. Like this isn't rocket science. So, but it is just staggering when you look at those differences. But anyways, that's my story. And I'll hopefully give a quick update before the Calgary Marathon, let you know what my weight is and how I'm feeling going into it. And then, yeah, back at it. Good luck, everyone.